Stop. Before you hit that close button on the YouTube video, please understand and let us agree that you can't judge the entire video by watching just 20-30 seconds, right? It brings down the average watch time for the video drastically, even if I have a few users who watch only for 10, 20, 30 seconds and close it. If this is a subject that interests you, then let us continue, otherwise my videos may not be relevant for you in any case. I am very excited today to discuss a topic of high importance to most of us who are health conscious. In this video, I will provide some general guidelines to make nutritious, high healthy smoothies. It's good to have a high nutrition, healthy breakfast in the morning, which is provided by smoothies. A high nutrition smoothie can be made when it is consisting of all the important nutrients that are required for the body, or at least a wide majority of them. How do you get them? That's what I'm going to explain in this particular video. In a good smoothie, you want to have fats. So take a high-speed blender and add some cashews, about 100 grams or 1/3 cup, or equivalent to what you can see in my hand, a handful of cashews. But don't worry, that's not much, because we are going to make this for 2 people, not for 1. So add these cashews. You do not have to pre-soak them. Add them to the blender directly, and then pour enough water, chilled water, to cover the cashews and a little more. While we add the rest of the ingredients, they will get slightly pre-soaked. Now cashews have high amounts of fats. They also have good amount of proteins, which is a very important nutrition for the body. Then we are going to add 3 or 4 or even 5 dates. Please de-seed them and add the dates. While you are adding the rest of the items, the dates are also getting soaked in water yet. Now add about 4 to 5 banana equivalents of frozen banana pieces. So like I explained in another video, it's very easy. Just break up a banana into 4 parts, leave it in the freezer for 1 hour, 2 hours or more, and you can leave it on forever. They will be available to you whenever you want to make a smoothie. So take a good quantity of those frozen bananas. Why frozen bananas? Because they increase the chillness of the entire drink and you are going to enjoy it. And that way we also help that the bananas don't get thrown away if they are getting over ripened. If you do not have frozen bananas, what do? Don't worry, you can still add the regular bananas which are ripe but not frozen. Now if you are a person who does not like banana smell or banana taste, then what do we do? Take slightly less ripened banana. The more you ripe, the taste of the smoothie will become sweeter, and that's one of the reasons why we add bananas. The main reason why I insist on bananas being part of the smoothie is they increase the creaminess and texture for the smoothie. So it's really important to have bananas as an important ingredient. If you do not have bananas, does it mean that you cannot make smoothies? No, you can still make, but then they won't be as creamy and exciting as they are with the bananas. For those of you for whom avocados are not expensive, you may include avocados also in place of bananas if you prefer. But then in that case, you may have to add more dates to increase the sweetness. Bananas bring in quite a bit of calories, quite a bit of nutrition to the food. High amounts of potassium are available in bananas. These are very, very important for our brain to function effectively. It's essential to have sodium and potassium. So the potassium is significantly provided by bananas. Do make sure that you include bananas in your daily food almost on a daily basis to ensure that potassium levels are quite high. It is also filling in nature, so you will feel satiated after you have the drink. And then you add other ingredients which are essential for the nutrients. What do we require? For a good, nutritious, balanced diet, you need to have fats, which we have already included. You need to have proteins, which we have already included. You need to have carbs, which you have already included through bananas. You need to have vitamins, minerals, and fiber. The vitamins, minerals, and fiber are significantly provided by an excellent leafy vegetable that all of you know. It is cheap, relatively available, easily available throughout the season, which is none other than spinach. So add a bunch, I would say approximately this much quantity of leaves of spinach. If you want to include some stock other than the bottom portion of it, it is still fine. There is no need to chop it. You can directly add it to the blender. Then add a piece of ginger. Ginger provides good amount of antibiotics. It is very good for the overall health. So a small piece of ginger. If you can get hold of, then raw turmeric, a very small tiny piece would do. Again, works as an antibiotic and an antiseptic. So you may want to include it in your diet as frequently as possible. If you are unable to get raw turmeric, then what do? Add turmeric powder. If you do not like turmeric smell, don't include it. Ginger would do. Or vice versa. You can drop off the ginger if you don't like, but then ginger also provides good amount of strong taste to the smoothie. So I would prefer to include that. Now pour enough chilled water so the blending can happen effectively. I have a tip here. Do not pour all of your water in one full go, because if you add lot of water, the blending doesn't happen as efficiently even in a high speed blender as with a little less water. Run it for about 45 seconds or 1 minute or little over 1 minute until you are confirmed that the smoothie has come out really smooth. Then you can add the rest of the water. You can include ice cubes as well. How much ice cubes or water you want to include? Make it in such a way that the blender has about 8 cups of contents in all. So again, let's go over. You are adding cashews in the beginning, handful of them, 4 or 5 dry dates which are de-seeded. Add some ginger, 1 lemon juice by the way, which adds quite a bit of vitamin C. Then spinach, which has a lot of vitamins, particularly vitamin C and fiber. And then you include water. So all of this will provide good amount of balanced nutrition. When it is done, take it out and consume it immediately. Like I said, these 8 cups is for 2 people. So you might have 2 rounds of having this drink in 2 glasses for each of you, and it provides a well balanced meal for the morning. I prefer to take this as a breakfast. Now you can change the flavors as you feel, because you might get bored having the same smoothie every day. If that is the case, then once in a while you can add some orange juice. I do not prefer fruits as juice. They are not as effective or as healthy to consume without being in the full form, in the whole form. But once in a while there is no harm in having the juice of 1 or 2 oranges. You could add some pieces of apple. You could easily add 1 or 2 apples. When you include the apples, cut down a little bit on the bananas. You could add papaya. You could add some pieces of pineapple. It goes excellent in terms of the taste and smell. It's wonderful to have some pineapple when you can get hold of. You can add some black pepper powder to increase the spiciness if this is something that you would like to enjoy once in a while. Likewise, you might add various kinds of fruits in the smoothie to bring out different flavors to ensure that you don't get bored of having the same thing every day. And also, you can include some vegetables as well, as long as they go along with the smoothie well. Typically, these are the water based vegetables. The high water content vegetables, such as cucumber, can go very well. So just remove the peel, add it. Do not add high fibrous item of vegetables such as carrots and beetroots because they leave too much of pulp, and you won't enjoy the smoothie if it is having too much of pulp. So this is a wonderful, beautiful drink that you should have every day in the morning. If you want to have a strong, thick consistency, use less of water, and if you want it more watery, then add more water. A well balanced, high nutrition smoothie in the morning is the best thing to have every day, every single day. Why every single day? Because it provides you 90% of your nutrition requirement just in one single meal, one smoothie, which are of roughly 500 to 400 ml each, into two of them for two people each. So have them. And here is a bonus tip. What you don't want to do. What you don't want to do is replace cashews with other nuts. Let's say you decide that you will go ahead and include walnuts instead of cashews. No, that won't help, because cashews add a kind of a richness to the drink, a kind of a creaminess to the drink, which you will not get from walnuts or other kinds of nuts. You don't want to take away bananas and add apples instead, or add papaya instead. They do not give the same kind of smoothness that is expected in a smoothie. The reason why it is called as a smoothie is, as you drink it is very, very smooth, very, very enjoyable. To have that, it is essential to have bananas, whether you like bananas or not. If you do not like, use less ripe bananas, but have them, or at least in smaller quantities. If you are allergic to bananas, yes, you could use the other options. Then instead of spinach, can you use any other leafy vegetable? I have tried. Most of the other vegetables do not fit into smoothie as well. The reason spinach works so well is because it is neutral in taste, and its texture is so that when you blend it, you can't really feel the bits and pieces of the leaf anymore, especially in a high-speed blender. Most of the other leafy vegetables, when water is there and the blender is going, they may not necessarily make it as smooth, and they add some kind of taste which you may not like at the end. Feel free to try. So guys, I have given in this video some general principles of making smoothies. There are several methods in which smoothies can be made, but these general guidelines will apply in almost every case. A high nutrition, well balanced smoothie is what I have given today. If you have liked it, please click on that like button, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon if you do not want to miss the future videos as I post them. Have a nice day or evening, whatever is left for you, and thanks for your time as always. Bye bye.